Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? Hope you all are fine. My name is Rimsha Azhar and welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, today our lecture is based on the famous novel Wuthering Heights by Emily Brontë. In this video, we will cover the introduction of the writer, then setting of the novel and character analysis. And in my second video, I will discuss about the summary of the novel, then symbols, and then we conclude our topic. Okay. First of all, introduction of the writer. Emily Brontë was an English novelist and poetess who is best known for her only novel Wuthering Heights. It is a strange novel which contains so many of trouble and rebellious elements of romanticism and now considered a classic of English literature and one of the masterpieces of the world. Emily was the third elder of the four surviving Bronte siblings. Between the youngest Annie and brother Barnwell, she wrote under the pen name Alice Bell. Emily was perhaps the greatest of three Bronte sisters, but the record of her life is extremely meager, for she was silent and reserved and left no correspondence of interest, and her single novel darkens rather than solves the mystery of her spiritual existence. The setting of the novel. All the actions in Wuthering Heights takes place on Yorkshire moors, which is England, and in or around the two neighbouring houses of Wuthering Heights and Thrushcross Grange. The raw beauty of the rocky moors symbolizes the wildness of characters, particularly the character of Heathcliff. Wuthering Heights is a desolated place on the top of the hill, and Thrushcross Grange is a place within the valley that was protected, and the Yorkshire moor is empty and harsh. The characters of the novel include Heathcliff. He is an orphan that Mr. Earnshaw brought to Wuthering Heights to live at. He ended up falling madly in love with Catherine, Mr. Earnshaw, Earnshaw's daughter. Hindley ends up abusing him and treating him as his own servant, forcing Heathcliff to stay away from Catherine. He later left Wuthering Heights and later come back seeking revenge on Hindley. He married Isabella, Edgar's sister. And then the second is Catherine, the daughter of Mr. Earnshaw. She later fell in love with Heathcliff yet ended up marrying Edgar Linton's so she could become the greatest lady in the neighborhood. She later brings misery to both men. She was beautiful, carefree, passionate, and stubborn woman. She died giving birth to her daughter Cathy. Harriton is the son of Hindley and Frances Earnshaw. After his father died, he is given to Heathcliff to take care of. Heathcliff keeps Harriton from learning, which results in Harriton being illiterate. At the end of the novel, he marries Cathy. Linton is the son of Isabella and Heathcliff. He is very sick and weak. He doesn't meet his father till after his mother dies, when he is 13. He later marries Cathy, but later dies. Hindley is Catherine's brother. He hated Heathcliff and treated him very bad when he was a child. Hindley was the owner of Wuthering Heights before he died. He was married to Frances and had a son named Harriton. Edgar Linton. Edgar is a handsome and spoiled gentleman. He lived at Thrushcross Grange, and when Catherine got bitten by a dog and come to his house for care, he fell in love with her. They got married, although she didn't love him, and had one daughter before she died. And then young Catherine. Young Catherine, also known as Cathy, is Catherine Linton's daughter. She is later forced by Heathcliff to marry her cousin Linton. After Linton's death, she marries Harriton. Nellie Dean. Dean is also Nellie Dean, is also known as Ellen. She was the chief at Wuthering Heights. Hindley and Catherine grew up in front of her. She is a really caring person, especially for her masters. Nellie ends up telling their story to Lockwood, a visitor known as Ellen. Then Isabella. Isabella is Hindley's sister. She fell in love with Heathcliff, which made her brother very upset. Once Heathcliff and her relationship ended, she ran away to London pregnant. Heathcliff didn't know at the time, yet later found out and did nothing about it. She later died, which resulted in Heathcliff taking Linton. Extra character which is in the novel is Mr. and Mrs. Earnshaw, are the parents of Catherine and Hindley. They died very early in the novel. And then Frances is the wife of Hindley and the mother of Harriton. and Joseph is very religious and stubborn, and elderly servant at Wuthering Heights. So these are the 10 characters which is in the novel. In the next video we will discuss about the summary and the symbols, and then we conclude our topic. So Allah Hafiz, please watch my next video.